Can y'all hear me now? Hell, Lord have mercy. Make it work. Help me, Lord. Oh God, I trust you. What's the problem? Oh, the enemy will not stand in my way, Lord Jesus. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on now. Oh, can y'all hear me now? Hell, Lord have mercy. Make it work. Help me, Lord. Oh God, I trust you. What's the problem? Okay. Thank you, everyone. Sorry about that mishap, that little hiccup. Things like that do tend to happen when you go live. I haven't been on quite a while, but that has nothing to do with this. It was just me not feeling well. But welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining. Hello, NQ's World. Hello, the Keto Girl and Miss Sylvia. Life with Tori. How y'all doing this evening? Thanks so much for tuning in. Um, I wanted to just come on. Hey, Official D, how you doing? I wanted to come on and just speak in regards to some things that have been going on. I know it has been going on and on and on in regards to bullying on YouTube, situations that have been drawn out, even things that have been kind of said, narratives have been changed. Now, today, what I want to do is anyone that would like to come on that has been affected by this situation. So I'm referring to TT and anyone that has been affected regarding this. Now, this is something I do want to say. I'm not going to drag this on for weeks and months at a time. I don't, I just don't do things like that. Um, to address something is to address it, but to drag it on and on and on and on for hours and hours and hours at a time, that's just, that's too obsessive to me with anything. That's, it doesn't deserve that type of energy from me. But although I know once I did that video last week, a lot of people reached out to me that I had no idea was having a similar experience, but way far. My experience was something not as it was not as from the things I've heard has been happening. Me speaking up was just kind of like, oh my goodness, I didn't know that all of this was going on. So I just wanted to say that to everyone that has been affected by the situation or with anyone in regards to bullying, if you would like to speak on that, you're more than welcome to. I'm not here to bash. I'm not here to disrespect. I'm not here to put anyone down. I'm not here to drag anyone. I'm not here to make anyone look bad or, make anyone look anything less than. But I am here to address things. I am here to be able to open the door for anyone that would like to speak up, anyone that has been dealing with this and feel like they can't go to this place or they can't go to that place, and have an open conversation about it. But I do want to say that with TT and what has been going on with the Nana, I'm just gonna say it. It's just it's a lot. It's a whole lot, and I couldn't imagine dealing with something like this for 3 years, and my family and my husband or my children are just concerned about what's going on, or am I going to get a night of rest and sleep. I just couldn't fathom 3 years of something like this going on and on and on. We as women, and I just, y'all say it, I'm gonna keep saying it, I'm gonna keep saying it. There are a lot of different things that are going on YouTube. There are a lot of different situations about bullying that are happening. There are a lot of different situations with different people that are having situations about choosing sides and who you're going to be able to support, who you should support, who you shouldn't support. Let's group up and do this. Let's don't I support this person. Don't. Well, why can't we just support who we want to support and leave it at that? We're not in high school. We're all grown. We can do what we want to do. We should be able to say what we want to say in a respectful manner to anyone. We don't have to be on YouTube being disrespectful to one another. We can come together and get more done than pulling away from each other and pulling each other apart and pulling each other down, I believe. Um, I know I'm not here to fix everyone's problem. I can't do that. I'm not trying to do that. But what I am trying to do is if there is anything in any way that we can get this right, is there anything that we can do? Is there something that is missing? Is there something that is not being said? Is there an underlying issue that we need to address that we're not addressing? What is it? I'm listening to whatever that may be, because with me, I look at all the parts that are moving. I don't want to just say, okay, is this person and let's attack. I don't want to say it's that person. Let's join in as a community and let's say, okay, this is what we need to do. This is the idea. I believe that these are some things that are going on, but in order to stop it, how do we stop it? What do we need to do to stop it? Stop the bullying, stop harassing, do something better. Attacking someone, you don't know the things that people are going through on a day-to-day basis. You wake up to attack someone, to say whatever you're going to say about them. You don't know what that person woke up already dealing with and going through. When I went through that small ordeal, and I'm going to say it was small, because when I got the feedback from the people that was dealing with it much bigger, it shook me to my core. I just didn't understand how, why. Have the conversation. You're going to do all of that on the platform. Give the person a chance to come up there and speak freely to you and clear it out on that platform. Don't get on the platform dragging and dogging people and then saying, hey, come behind the door and let me talk to you. Now I'll bring that to the forefront and clear it up the same way you drug it out there. Welcome everyone, and thank y'all for joining. I'm sorry, a lot of this just has been kind of built up, and I've just been want to get it off my chest, but I didn't want to just come on in a rage. I didn't want to come on upset. I didn't want to come on. I'm in the middle of washing my hair too. That's why y'all don't see me on the, on the screen. That's neither here nor there. But why can't we all just get along at keto? Why can't we? That's a good question. Why can't we? Why can't we? I want I know you don't get everything that you want, but I have hope, I have faith, and I do believe that this, the bullying, the negativity, the dragging, the energy that's been flowing through the mukbang community, I feel a shift. I feel that it's going to change and it's going to get back to what it used to be. Connecting with one another, this person on this person because of that person, and doing different challenges, or hey, I watched this person, I supported this person, or whatever the case may be, because there's only so much negativity that can go on. Light outshines the dark. There are so many great content creators right now in this chat. Do you know the energy that's being used negatively? That you can be reaching out to somebody saying, hey girl, I encourage you. Hey man, what's going on? What you got going on? Let's work together. Amen. Sis, it's so much on people's plate, and them to come on YouTube to be treated as such and disrespect and distasteful and childish. YouTube has become a shit show and a place of, damn it, I can't read it all. Yes, keto. Y'all, I cracked my phone. Yesterday, I was out to dinner with the girls. I cracked my phone so I can't look at my phone. So I got to read on this screen, and y'all know I only see like 6 comments at a time. Sometimes people have hidden a goddamn. Wait a minute. Don't say nothing else, nobody. I'm going to get one of the children phones. Y'all, hold on. Hold on. Because I can't deal like this. Just wait a minute. Okay, y'all, wait. I'm going to get my iPad. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. Hello, welcome everyone. Thank y'all so much for joining. I apologize. Just bear with me, please. And listen, if you have been affected in any type of way, or if you have something that you would like to come on and discuss in regards to the Stop Bullying, just what I will drop the link because I want to be able to have this dialogue with anyone from whatever your perspective is, from whatever it is. Thank you. Hey, Kristen, thanks for joining. How you doing? But back to what I was saying, I'm gonna get to these comments. I got my iPad, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being patient with me. How can you come on here and talk about things that's going on and disregard what someone could be dealing with already before they hit the floor? And then when they come on, someone is being distasteful towards them. You don't know what that person already woke up with against, the odds already against them. How does that make you feel? So let me tell you, if I do something and I may not be aware that I may have hurt someone's feelings, I may have done something that, I try to address it the same way that I may have done that. If I do something, I try to be fair and apologize. That's the grown up thing to do. That's the mature thing to do. That's the adult thing to do. And listen, it's okay to apologize. It's okay to say, I'm sorry. It's okay to say, forgive me. God is a forgiving God. If He can do it, can't we? It's okay. No one is going to look down on you because you said you're sorry or you apologize or you said forgive me or hey, let's just call it quits. Let's just do that. Let's not do this anymore. It doesn't feel good. I'm gonna say that much. It doesn't feel good. We're adults, and another adult shouldn't feel threatened. They shouldn't feel like they're going to be harmed, looking over their shoulders. Their family's concerned about them. Whatever the case may be, listen, everybody deal with things the way they deal with them. But I can only say my family would just be like, oh, what? Huh? What's going on again? No, 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 no. And everyone is different. Everyone's family is different at the same time. But listen, I want to stay on topic with this thing. I want to, if touch time is anywhere, if you want to come on and you want to speak your piece about it, if you want to say anything, we're not gonna do no dragging. We're not here to pretend. We're not here to put on. This is not a shit show. Over here, we're gonna if you're gonna talk, speak to those that have been affected. We're not here to change the narrative. None of that. If you want to stay in the clouds and the bushes, stay in them. Be safe. But bullying can trigger things in people that you may not know. Bullying is not a good feeling. Yes, I was bullied as a young girl, but thankful with my 6 siblings, they rectified that because the girl had 6 siblings or 7 siblings herself, and that family became my family, closest friend family. But my sisters and brothers shut that down. No, they weren't having that, but just to even have went through that, at that time as a child. As an adult, living in a different state from someone, you don't know what's going on, what's going to happen, what can't happen. Babe, my iPad, I can't get it to go to my YouTube. It's just doing this. Huh? Check your settings. Oh my goodness. My comments, I'm being such a bad host on my live. Huh? Can you see what? Can you put this one on? Do the right one for me, D. Pick the right one. It's saying to check it. I'm missing comments. No, no one is gonna bash anyone. But I'm just saying. Thank you, baby. What is it? 645. Hello, welcome. Y'all, I don't know. So I'm missing the comments. Somebody said drop the link. Okay, hold on. I'm coming. Let me get my earpiece. Hold on 1 second. Am I too loud? I feel like I'm too loud. I don't know why. I dropped the link. I took care of that comment. Okay, Life with Tori. Welcome, everyone, and thank y'all so much for joining. Thanks, Jazz. Hey, Tommy. How are you doing? MJ family. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Unspoken Promise. Hey, Shay's World. Hey, Lisa. Hey, everybody. So I just wanted to come on and have the open forum in regards to the bullying, in regards to welcome everyone. Please be respectful and show love when you walk in and speak to the host and let things be decent and order things. That's right. Yes, I agree. Hey, Bumpy Johnson, how you doing? I think Kevin said drop the link. Kevin, if you wanted to come on, I dropped the link. I don't see you in the background. People really be sneakily not speaking to you because of someone else. Not that I care anymore, but this is beyond me and I'm sick of it. And Keto, hey Lady Diamond, welcome. Hello, Ruthie. And Keto, you make your peace with things, and if moving on is where the point that you feel like you're not getting anything rectified, then guess what? You move on from those things. You allow those things to be just there, and then you move on. But don't allow it to eat at you. Don't allow it to continue to change your energy. Hey, Chop It Up. Hey, Nana's Diary. Thank y'all so much for joining. But that's with anything in life. You are in control. You are in control of everything that you do. Negative thoughts, you can control those by changing your mindset, changing the people that you allow in your space. It's possible and you can do it. And just like they say, everyone can't go with you when you're growing. It gets uncomfortable and you have to leave some people behind. And guess what? You have to be okay with doing just that. But you can't allow people to. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Every view helps. Kevin, I dropped the link for you. Kevin, did you see it? No, that's my real assistant. I'm working on it. Yeah, I know. Hey, Road Trip. How are you? Welcome. I know. I understand. But I just wanted to come and just say that, I was kind of, asked, was I going to do a lot of videos on this? Was I going to keep talking about this? I'm not going to keep talking about this. I'm not going to keep being a dead dog. You have to let them lay and let them be, and you have to just uplift up, encourage them, and just pray for them silently and keep it moving and just hope that they change and hope for the best. But my channel is, I'm gonna do whatever is necessary at the time. That's what I'm gonna do. But I'm definitely gonna continue to do what I've been doing, my lives, my mukbangs, my vlogs, and enjoying and having a good time. So, um, keto, yes, keto, that's correct. I feel like people don't speak or visit because of how they feel about someone else. It is what it is. Yep, and that's okay. But guess what? Well, one drop off, God has sent 4 or 5 more to pick right on up, not knowing what's going on and keep it moving and encouraging. So don't worry about those that dropped off. Don't worry about those that, you know, my mama said to me one time, she said, when you concentrated, nobody, what she said, I want to say it right. She said, when you concentrated, nobody can water you down. I said, hush, girl. At the end of the day, we're all grown and we have to bring to the table. Either way, agree, disagree. This is a good plan. Okay, Kevin.
Hey, Lucy.
Let me get my Kevin.
Hey, Lucy. Thanks for bringing me on. I actually was just reminding you to drop the link because you said you were going to drop the link and it took a minute.
Hello?
Yeah, you there, Lucy? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah. I can hear you. You can hear me?
Yeah. I just was reminding you to drop the link because you mentioned you were going to drop it, but you didn't drop it right away. So I was just reminding you. So if there's anybody that wants to come in with Lucy and engage the discussion in a more meaningful way than I probably will right now, then please, by all means, click the link, get backstage, and she will bring you on. I'll just talk to you about it for a minute if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
You know, a lot of people have stories about bullying and this and that, and I've recently been able to witness a little bit of the dark side of YouTube myself. So I don't want to. There's no need to go into any detail. We all see all kinds of stuff that goes on, but I'll just be the positive. Motivational speaking guy that I like to be and say, I think if we can all, I know it's very easy for me to just sit here and say these cliche things, but if we can all continue to spread as much positivity as possible, and especially in the same thing I keep saying, but, be willing to give more than you ever expect to receive. I think what's going to eventually happen is you will find yourself surrounded with like-minded people. And this is what the internet allows for all of us, YouTube included. It does have its dark sides, and as all internet and social media does, but it allows like-minded people to find each other. And the bigger our personal communities get, the more I think you're going to see back what you're putting out there. So, if we can all do what we can for each other, especially to be supportive, and do the things that we all can congregate on and decide are good ideas for helping to prevent and, maybe someday eliminate bullying. One of the things that is unfortunate, I think a lot of the people who engage in this stuff are, it's too easy to hide. Right?
Yeah.
One of the complaints I always have about the fact that we're on YouTube as opposed to something like Facebook. Facebook is almost real in the fact that you got to have a little bit of a clue of what you're doing to make a fake account and make it last. Because it's not easy over there. They have the best people in the world trying to prevent that. Where on YouTube, even the other day, I saw somebody go into a chat with a fake account, hammer them. I banned it. I'm a moderator there, and ended up making an identical account with the same name and same picture. 1 minute later, came back and hammered it again. I banned it again, and then they came in with another account. And it's just unfortunate that this is possible. And I know that's not exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about a lot more substantial types of bullying.
No, but you're fine. Any type any type, no matter what form, fashion, or way it is, it matters. No matter how big or how small it is, it does not matter. It is what it is, and that's something that we just have to always address. I don't care if it's someone, doing something just as minute, you may think it's not big, but if it's done to someone and it made them feel a certain type of way, it matters. So I
Yep,
don't want you to feel like the way that it happened, it may not be a big deal because that person that was hosting that live, we don't know how it made them feel or how
that's
they
true.
took it. So they
Yes,
could have taken it and gotten off that live and kept it with them throughout their day,
very
and just
much so.
wondering why
Yes,
that happened. It could have been something that they held emotionally inside, but didn't say anything. You understand? So no matter
absolutely.
how big or small we may think it is, any type of bullying is a no. It's not okay, and it's
That's
not
right.
all right.
That's right.
Mhm,
I'm just glad that there's forums like this, and people like yourself are making platforms where word like this can be spread.
mhm,
And I think it's going to take a long time. Bullying's been
mhm.
something all
Yeah,
throughout history that's been available, and the
right.
internet's just caused different types of it. But I would like to think that it will get better
It
as
will.
time goes on. You know, um,
Mhm,
the positive, for those of us who believe in things bigger and better than ourselves, the positive energy is eventually always going to outweigh the negative,
mhm,
although the negative can hurt here and there, and very much so in sharp and quick ways. I just think that if we can continue to spread positivity, people like
mhm,
yourself can do what you're doing here and
mhm.
encourage people and support people who are going through
Right.
a tough time so that they can find different ways to deal with it. You never know who's going to be the voice that
Mhm,
reaches somebody. 10
mhm,
different people can have the same conversation with a person who's struggling with an issue like this,
mhm,
but you don't know which one is going to hit home for them. So the more we can talk about it and the more that we can spread a positive energy between each other, the better chance there is of helping the people who need the help with it. The better chance there is that we can get to them quicker. And
mhm.
eventually, the positive energy that we're all creating together can start to really drown out a lot of the bullying and other things that come along with that.
Yeah. Yes, and I do agree with that, Kevin. You are so right. And it just it takes us all to kind of look at things for what they are when things like this happen. Sometimes people say, well, it's not my problem, only because it's not happening to you, or only because it's just, it didn't bother you. I remember a girl was kidnapped where I live at, and the man and woman looked away and they said it wasn't their problem. Only had they addressed it and let the police know, it could have saved that woman's life. But their exact words were, it's not my problem.
Wow, that's unfortunate. Yes.
If we stop saying, well, it's not my problem, because one day it could be your child, one day it could be you, one day it could be someone that you love, or it could be just someone that you may just say, I want to help, but you just turn away and say, it's not my problem. Just put yourself in their shoes and then allow it to sit with you. And how would it make you feel? Even if you do just the smallest thing of just the support or saying, hey, you know, it'll be okay with whomever it's going through, because I'm fine with what I dealt with it. It wasn't as big as what I knew. I learned on down the line what was going on. But I just couldn't imagine someone dealing with something like this for so many years, 3 years, constantly, all the time. That's just unfortunate. And I just wanted to speak up and just say, listen, what is it? I don't want to go back from the beginning of it. I don't want to go from the middle of it. I want to know, what do we do to make this stop?
Right. I
Just
think
for that
well,
person.
I
Hmm.
think one of the things we could do as well is make sure that we're listening,
Hmm.
like truly, truly listening, because a lot of times, and especially it's with children, um, they can. It's difficult for them sometimes to articulate their thoughts.
Hmm.
Our speech and our cognitive abilities improve as life goes on. We get better at explaining ourselves, and we get more life experience that helps us explain things to other people. But if we really, really listen to what somebody's saying, sometimes you have to try to get between the lines. You know, somebody might say something to you, but the message may not be heard by you the way that they intended for it. So I think if we're just really like when somebody especially says something that carries any kind of weight, then you know it's. I just think it's really important to listen because you never know what is going on in somebody's mind, and no matter what somebody says to you, you're not gonna feel the same way about it that they do. That's impossible. But you can try to relate. You can try to have empathy. But I think listening is a very important start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. And I believe that you are so right, Kevin. And I appreciate that. I appreciate all the words, of encouragement and the support and everything that you have done. Even at times I know you kind of lay low, but you're always there. I'm grateful and thankful for you. And also Kristen, because I'm sure she's not far.
Well, she wasn't here. I'm not sure if she is. She might be heading towards sleeping time by now. They
Okay.
get up very early, but she was definitely in here,
Ah,
100%. Yeah. So
well,
yeah, like I said, I just wanted to hop on for a quick second. I really in the beginning, I just wanted to remind you to drop the link so that we could get people in here because these kind of discussions I think are extremely important, and
mhm,
the more people that we can get, the louder the voice can become. I think
mhm,
that the situation's going to get better that much faster. There's a lot of positive people here. I recognize a lot of people, of course, that you have in your chat. There's a lot of people who I don't recognize right away, and that's a great thing because that speaks volumes about the fact that the voice that you're providing right now and the platform that you're giving everybody is going to be doing good no matter how we slice it. So again, I just want to encourage anybody that wants to come on with Lucy.
yeah.
I just came on for a quick second. Lucy and I like know each other well enough now that we can
Yeah,
hop in and out of each
of
other's stuff for
course.
easily or whatever. But
Of
if somebody
course.
has something substantial that they want to add, all I'm really bringing here is a little bit of positivity. And I know that a lot of the things I'm saying are very cliche. I do feel strongly about it. However, I'm not in a position right now where bullying has affected me personally
Mhm.
lately in a very bad way. I
Yeah,
think
that's
almost
awesome.
everybody. I think almost. Well, it's just I'm lucky right now,
Yeah,
and
that's good.
I've had bullying happen in my life. I've been like I've also been guilty of bullying people myself,
Mhm.
and I don't know whether that's acting out or reactionary or maybe just bad decisions on my part. And I don't want to make excuses. What I'm talking about is being a teenager and in school, as we've seen today in the chat already, people referencing school. But this is something that goes on forever. Forgive me for commandeering the conversation here, but I did just see, I don't know if it was a week ago, a delivery guy. Guy's just doing his job, delivering some pop to a variety store. And some other guy, I don't know what he was angry about. Maybe the delivery guy's truck was in his way, so he couldn't get out of the parking lot 30 seconds sooner than he could. He starts snapping at this guy. These are 50 or 60-year-old men, and it still doesn't stop. You know what I mean? And this, I know it's a different kind of bullying than what we're talking about,
Mhm.
but still, like, what are you doing? How is
Yeah.
it possible that people get to be 50 or 60 years old when there's conversations like this happening and it still goes on? Now, if you were to ask the guy, the delivery guy, if he'd been bullied, I don't know if he might think of it that way, but it looked
Yeah.
like it to me. And if you ask the guy who did it to him, I'm sure he's going to say, I'm not a bully. The guy's in my way. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Now, I could be wrong and I'm being imaginative here, and I know that sounds like nonsense or whatever, but
No, it
I'm just
doesn't.
saying the sad part is this can go on forever. And what I think needs to be done, like I said, if we can listen, and especially when it comes to children, we can get this stuff to stop with them at an earlier age than it otherwise would have. And then they don't have to be 50 or 60 years old still going on about this stuff. Treating people better, treating people the way that people like Lucy, the people like a lot of the people that I recognize in the chat treat each other all the time. So I see that you've got another guest, so I'm going to hop out. Thank you for letting me up and be a part of it again. I love to
Kevin.
talk. I
Kevin and I appreciate you. I want you to know that. I appreciate you so very much. Listen, I appreciate you for everything
Okay,
that you've done and you are doing. I appreciate it. Okay,
thank you, and
Kevin?
I feel the same way. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Have a blessed night and thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Mhm. Hello? I say hello. Positive mukbanger, can you hear me? Um, um, I'm unmuting your mic. Unmute mic. Positive, can you go out and come back in? Please, I'm sorry. I hit mute while Kevin was on. Thank you. I hit mute while Kevin was on. And I was trying to just unmute you and it wouldn't allow me. Please forgive me for that. And thank you all for bearing with me. Chat, thank you for being here. Mods, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so very much. Guest, thank you for being here. Everyone in the bushes, thank you as well. I appreciate it. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Everyone, I appreciate it. Hey Cece, how you doing, love? How you doing this evening? Lady Diamond said, hello, Simp. So Kevin, some of the things that he spoke on were very clear, and I understood exactly where he was coming from with those things. I want to just, the reason I'm coming back on is because of the things that has been continuing to go on and on and on and on. And okay, positive. Okay, hold on, y'all.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yes, how are you doing this evening?
I am doing well. Thank you so much for adding me on to the stream.
Thank you for
Um,
joining.
you're welcome. This is actually my first time in your live, and I'm so grateful that I found your stream tonight because you're doing exactly what needs to be done in the YouTube streets. I mean, we need more people to do exactly what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
as far as bringing attention to what's happening and trying to promote more positivity. I
Mm-hmm.
want to say it was like last week or the week before, Official D Spot, he did the same thing. And I
Mm-hmm.
think if there's more of us doing the same thing, as far as promoting that and
Yeah.
getting more people to join us,
Mm-hmm.
as far as promoting the positivity, I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
we can combat this negativity.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, as we all know, it's out of hand.
Yes,
The
it is.
drama, the bullying, and things of
Mm-hmm.
that nature. So we need to have more forums like this.
Mm-hmm.
We know that sometimes people have 12, 18-hour lives. We need to
Uh-huh.
combat that. We may not be able to do it individually, but maybe we could come up with a schedule where each of us go live at a certain time to
Yes.
give people an alternative to that
Yes.
mess. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's something that
Yes.
we have to come together and coordinate,
Mm-hmm.
in order to give them option,
Yes.
alternative options.
Uh-huh.
And
I I love the idea. I love that. And it makes sense because, sometimes when you, like I tell my kids, sometimes when you don't have anything to watch and there's something that you don't need to watch, is sitting there. What are you gonna do?
right,
You're gonna watch
exactly.
because what's your other option? You want to see something new. You want to see something that's happening right now. We're right now like the society. We want to see it happening right now. What's going on right now? So that's a great idea, and I'm on board with that as well.
Yeah,
And here's the thing again: I don't, I'm not wanting anything to happen to TT or to
hmm,
anyone. I'm not saying anything like that. I want us all
right,
to make it however that may be. Some of us may not make it at the same time as others, but we don't have to tear someone else down while we're growing. What's happening with Nana is what I'm
hmm,
asking right now to
right,
stop. To stop. Leave her alone. Let it go. Let it be. What is there to gain?
right,
Going to court, what that money could go to something else. We have lives
exactly.
and families. You think I'm going to work and to save my money? Nah, I will if I have to. I'm just speaking. I ain't speaking about me. I'm
Hmm,
just saying
hmm,
that could be that energy could be used so many different ways. Them finances could be used in so many different ways. Because after court, then what? Back to reality. Then you're gonna come back and do the same thing in a different way. Why? I want to know why. And then again, it's like, I don't want to know why. All I want is for those that have been affected by this to get an apology
Right.
and to stop it and move
Right.
on. Find the content, do some other rebellious things, or, raising money and what have you. But it doesn't take tearing people down for that
Right.
clicking that view. I wouldn't
Right.
feel good about myself
Yeah.
logging off of a
Yeah.
live after I have torn down. I don't care how the woman looked or the man looked. I wouldn't feel good about myself. I couldn't look in the mirror. I couldn't look at my family and be like, I had a good day today on YouTube. I
Right.
feel awesome. I feel so bad inside. And
Yeah.
everyone is different. I get it, but go ahead. I know you wanted to say something.
Because that speaks to their character. That's who they are. They don't know anything else. I mean, they may put on a facade at some point and seem like they're a nice person, but their truth, the real person comes out every single time. And
Mhm.
so I feel like what we need to do is, I know some people may not agree with this, but we have to love these people through their mess. We
Mhm.
have to be positive even toward that person. Don't treat them the way that they're treating us. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
not saying be best friends, but we're
Mhm.
not gonna, retaliate or
Mhm.
do the same thing that they're doing to us. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then also those people that we know that are being bullied, we
Mhm.
need to rally around them because
Yes.
they feel so alone. I can't tell you how many times that I've heard people say, I felt so by myself. I was alone. There was nobody in my corner. We
Mhm.
need to rally around them because we don't know what mental state that this whole ordeal is putting them in. And they
Mhm.
need to know that there are people out there that care about them, that love them, and that they support them. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
yeah,
I agree. I
yeah.
agree, and I know it has made her feel better. When I first heard from her, and that night she said, "This will be the first time I get some rest in 3 years."
Mm,
I could not. I don't know. That night, I tossed back and forth because I was like, 3 years. This woman has been
wow.
tossing back and forth with her own wrist, and I'm peacefully
Right.
like sleeping and everything. And I'm thinking, three
Right.
years,
That's a
three
long time.
years, the stress, the
Yes.
worry, and even to kind of have a short conversation and to see her daughter and her grandchild, just kind of
Hmm.
like, Lord, what can I do? What can I do?
Right.
Do I say, okay, well, I handled my little part. I'm done with her, and I know I'm good or whatever, and I'm out of this. And she can say what she want to say. She don't affect me. But then to get all of this that has been happening, it just blew my mind. And I was like, okay, do I stop, Lord, or do I keep going? What do I do? And I couldn't just jump on live and hit it. I'm not a jump on live and boom, let me talk.
Right.
I don't know what's going to come up and come out and just run with
Mhm.
it and sit here and look at y'all for 12 hours. And no, I don't
Right.
have, I have things to do. But I
I
just
totally agree.
I wanted to do something, but I wanted to do it tastefully. I wanted to do
Hmm.
it mindfully. And I wanted to give everyone that wanted to speak on it a
Hmm.
chance to speak fairly, even Tasha, if she'd like to. But I'm not here to make
Right.
friends. I'm not here
Right.
to, I don't need you to share me on, I don't want you to try to get me no views. No, I don't want nothing from you
Right.
but to stop this with Nana and anyone
Right.
else that you've affected and spoke negatively about on your channel. That's all.
Right. Yeah. And I think you're doing a wonderful thing. I'm just like you. I had no plans of creating a YouTube channel. I was a mukbang subscriber just watching, but I saw the negativity and I saw what was happening and I didn't see enough people trying to make that positive change. So I, kind of got myself together. So, okay, you're going to have to be the change you want to see. So I created my channel. And as you can see, my name is The Positive Mukbanger. I
Mhm.
chose that because that's what I want to promote in the YouTube streets, more specifically in the mukbang community.
Yes.
So yeah, I
Mhm.
feel you on that.
Well,
So
you stay the course. You stay focused.
you too.
We'll rally together. And
Absolutely.
with anything in life, you're gonna have some ups and some downs. You're gonna have some
Absolutely.
people that's gonna be on board in the beginning. That's not gonna be at the end of the race with you. That's okay. But as
Right.
long as if it's in your heart and it's something that
Absolutely.
you know that you have to do, and sometimes you have to be the voice for those that are afraid to speak for themselves and afraid or don't want to speak or however you want to word it. But at
Hmm.
times you have to be that voice to just
Right.
stand up and say enough is enough.
Exactly. And it has to be more than just one person. So I'm so happy to see so many people coming out of the woodworks and speaking about this. So we're better together, and
Yeah.
we will win.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
We
So
will.
thank
We
you so
will win.
much. I appreciate you allowing me to
Thank
come
you.
on.
Well, thank you for joining. I appreciate you, and I
All right.
appreciate all that you have done and that you are doing. Okay, and I
Okay.
stay connected. No one
I
is
will.
going to change the narrative of you're doing this, you're doing that. No one controls this. Okay.
All righty, ma'am. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go back in the chat and allow somebody else
Okay.
to call in.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Positive Mukbanger. I appreciate it. If there's anyone else that would like to come on and speak your piece or, just speak out, please feel free to come on. This is an open forum, open dialogue. We're not here to tear down. We're not here to do any of that. Like, you did this to me, you did that to me, pointing the fingers back and forth. No, we're here to we're here to make some things change and stop. We can't keep feeding the bear. We can't keep turning the other cheek. I hear it, I see it, but it's not bothering me. We have to, sometimes you just have to turn around and say, listen, what's going on? Talk to me. Why is this happening? Why are you like this? Why are you doing this? What is your purpose? And then when you get that answer, you say, okay, you hear them out, you listen to them, and then you say, now, what does it take to make this stop? Sometimes you have to turn around. You can't keep walking off and people just doing things and doing things and doing things. I don't tune in anymore. I haven't tuned in since that Sunday. I think I kind of dropped in like once or twice for 2 or 3 minutes here or there. But, I have to protect my energy. I have to protect my energy, my mental space. I can't be drained. It becomes draining. And I don't like to be drained. I like to enjoy life and have a good time. Life is precious, and I enjoy my life. I enjoy my children and my family and my friends and my YouTube virtual family. I enjoy y'all. I don't want to come on here and, you know, be a Debbie Downer. If I come on here and I'm just being negative towards people, y'all would probably be like, Lucy, what in the heck is going on? Why? What's the purpose? You know, So I thank y'all. I thank each and every one of y'all for just stopping by. If anyone else would like to come on for a moment, you are more than welcome. You'll close that door, babe. You need that. You need to open for the game. I won't be much longer. I know you're trying to do that on the TV. Just give me like a few more minutes. I love you all. I love you all. Thank y'all. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, Life with Tori. Hey, NQ's Job. The Positive Mukbanger. Thank you for allowing me. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I look forward to working with you in other ways. And then another thing, I hear a lot of times people say you have to be mindful of your wording because you'll twist your. Listen, I understand that, but I'm not walking on eggshells. I'm not going to do it. I haven't made it to 41 walking on eggshells in real life. If it's something that needs to be said, I'm going to say that. If you want to change the narrative, hey, that's your character. But you have to change from being that way. You can't, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I just don't. I don't get it. It broke my heart when this thing, I don't know, it just broke my heart. We just wanted to stop. Lucy, it takes a lot of negative energy to be a bully. It takes time for a bully to come up with the negative vibes. Yeah. Take off the blindfolds and put an end to this madness. That's right, Keto. Put an end to it. Where is the period? Remove the comma and let's put the period. Let's make it stop. Tommy said, hey, Positive Mukbanger. Kimmy said, facts. 41, you look cutie. Oh, thank you. Hey, Miss Star, how are you? Welcome, love. Miss Sylvia. Lady Diamond said, hey, positive. Not walking on issues. No, not at all. Mm-mm. You know, Jazz, Lucy, it's okay. Your heart can be repaired. Yeah. Yeah, it can. I just, when I'm passionate about something, I'm just passionate about it, right? And for Nana to be going through this, you know, it saddens me. And it's just like, why can't you just stop? Why can't you just stop and leave it alone? Why can't you pray tonight and ask God for forgiveness? He's a forgiving God. And then why can't you get up in the morning or Thursday morning, even Friday morning, take your time, gather yourself, and just say, you know what? I'll let it all go. And you know, some things I've done have not been right. And some things you may feel like you have done that are right. But to the people that it has been done to, it wasn't right. So, what does it take to make it stop? That's my only question. I don't have a conversation I want to have. I don't want to go back and forth. I don't want to do none of that. I just want to know what makes this stop for everyone that has been involved, especially Nana. Thank you all for joining. Hey, J Don. I'm not sure if I spoke to you. How you doing this evening? Thank you, It's Nicolicious. I appreciate it so much. Now you get home and you take her home. I stay on Nicolicious about making sure she's doing what she should do on her channel. I continue to pray every day that God will truly expose this person and give justice to Nana. Thank you. Continue to pray. Continue to pray. The blood still have its power. Oops, pause on mukbanger. You said some great stuff. I had to rewind. Came in to see if that was you. Sorry, y'all. It's okay. It's all right. Thank you. Thank you, Israel. Kiddo, I got so much to say, but like you say, Lucy, let go and let God to handle it. But when you've been hurt hard, yeah, you can. No, listen. This is what I'm saying. You do what you have to do to speak up for yourself. I would never want someone to not speak up for themselves. But when you speak up for yourself and you let that thing out, and then you let that thing go, don't allow it to continue to eat at you. Don't allow it to continue to control your feelings each and every day. Don't allow it to just take over you. And that's all that you may think about more than you know. You address it in the way that you feel the need to address it, and you get it out completely. And then when you say, I'm moving on from it, you move on from it. Because if you do things over and over and over and over again, and you talk about the same thing over and over and over again, that's insanity. That it becomes a part of you. You're going to take that with you. It'll spill over into your real life. You don't want to do that. It's not worth it. It's not necessary. So that's what I'm saying, kiddo. But I got it. I got what you're saying. Nicoletia said, hey, Miss Star said, my prayers are with the entire community. Yes, it will, Miss Star. Thank you so much. You'll intercede when need be. I appreciate you. Kiddo, when everything around you is negative, Father God, protect us from our enemies, seen and unseen, because I understand, kiddo. I understand. And you continue to speak those words over your soul. Speak positivity. Pray and allow them, if you want to talk to them, allow them the opportunity to clear the air. If they don't want to, then guess what? You move on and let it be. Joan Bug, we have to rally around her and all those that have been affected by bullying and let them know that the weapons may form, but they will not prosper. Come on, say it. You better say it. You better speak on it and you say that thing. They will form, but they will not prosper. I will not leave Nana by the wayside. I will not. 3 years is long enough. I can't even understand. I can't understand. I don't know anybody that I could have just been doing this for anything like if I didn't like someone, I just don't like them and I move on. I move forward, They'll get the picture. But 3 years on and on and on. No. No, that's deep. That's deep. Oh yes. Sincerely. Okay, yes. Kevin, thank you. Look, I'll get into my talking spell and I'll be reading the comments, but then I'll be talking as well. I'm sorry. Thank you, Kevin. Junebug, I can't right now. It's crazy in my house right now. Unspoken, that's okay. The positive mukbanger. Listening is a big part of communicating. Yes, it is. It really is. Kevin said that a little while ago. It really is. Perhaps Nana can file a report for cyber stalking. Not sure it's an option in either state. It is an option though. And it's good to have options. Thank you, CC29. I appreciate that. Nana, I agree with Keto. I spoke up on my channel, but I can't call in your live anymore because my emotions take over. When you've been terrorized for almost 2 years, it's not easy to let go and let God. I understand that. I get that. But I want you to continue to have hope. I want you to continue to believe that things will change. I want you to know that it gets better. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. And it's going to eventually stop. It's going to eventually stop. People don't understand reports to local authorities really not a valuable option. Hello, Lady C. I could never go through something for 3 years and they not paying any bills in my house or helping me raise my kids. Yeah, and everyone deals with things differently. And sometimes my sister was saying a bully can sense the weakness on someone. Listen, I'm a fun person. I like to have a good time, but I don't I don't want to get too much about how I was kind of like raised, kind of you go toe to toe. You do what you got to do when you got to do it. I mean, I don't even know how I want to explain it. So let me just hush. Now, why not block TT and just ignore? Just asking, not bashing. And that's okay. That's okay to ask. And I appreciate you for putting it that way as well. Tell it like it is. Tell it like it TI is. Bumpy, it does get better with time. Hey, guess if we've been together and call her, I don't willingly will stop. MJ and J. Yes, MJ and J, you have been riding and rolling. I appreciate you so very much. I am appreciative for you. I've been seeing your name a whole lot. Tell it like it TI is. If you don't acknowledge, you won't continue. Tell it like it is. I apologize. I keep saying tell it like a TI is. I got a cousin and he say that when they get to drinking, he say tell it like a TI is. But yes. The kiddo girl, Nana, you got people on your side now. And I'm sorry you went through that, but we are going to keep fighting to the bullying stop. Now, Nana, keto will go a little harder than me. The keto girl will go. She's me when I turn this off. But if I have to go there, hey, we got to do what we got to do. All bets are off. This has to stop. I'm not threatening nobody. I'm not going to nobody's state. I don't want nobody to get on live and change the narrative. Oh, she coming. Oh, no, I don't roll like that. I'm not that type of person. I'm not the type of person. I don't need to throw up how many lawyers and this and that. No, I don't need to throw up if my family has money. And no, we not wasting our money like that. I ain't saying wasting, but if we have to do things, we have to do things. But I'm not about to be playing with nobody like this. I'm not about to be playing with nobody like this. Nana, it's not about what you can deal with. People are different, and comments like that hurt because they sound so insensitive. Oh, well, wait, Nana, the comment that wait a minute. Oh my goodness, you're welcome. Just said situation. Oh man. Well, Nana, the comment wasn't being insensitive. The comment that I read out, they did say that they were not being insensitive. They was just asking a question. I understand this is a sensitive situation to you, but um, we're rallying with you. We need you to stand with us through this. Um, you didn't ask me to do anything. Yes, I did this on my own. But if you can, just, and if you don't want to comment, that's fine. But if you want to comment, that's fine. But no one here is going to bash you or be insensitive to you or no one else, Nana. And I want to make that very clear. We're here to support, encourage, and let you know that you're not alone. We're here with you. You've been going through this for far too long. We want to figure out, how do we make this stop? Why is it continuing? That's all. That's it. I don't want to bring any negativity towards anyone in any way, but for you and everyone that has been affected by it, I just want it to stop. Oh, okay. 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 Thank you, Spencer, for bringing me up with that. I appreciate it. I'm lost, but let's get along, Kings and Queens. Okay. All right. I got it. Thank you, Spencer. Hey, Una. How are you? Welcome. Thanks, Keto girl. Keto, because you know these comments rolling and I can't scroll back. So everyone be respectful in the comment, in the chat. Be mindful that this is a very sensitive situation. This is not just a girl chat or talking to my homies or nothing like that. This is something that is sensitive, and it has affected someone for years, and we don't know how they have been dealing with this and what their emotions are set at. So we have to really just, be careful and mindful. Okay. If you would please do that. If you would like to comment, feel free. If you have anything that you would like to suggest, please feel free. We're here to make some changes with this. We're here to bring some life back to, and I'm not saying like it's totally gone. It's not. One person would not do that, or a few people would not do that, but it's gonna get better. It's definitely gonna get better. Okay, thanks, Unspoken. Bully slow the power will cause bully strike it, the weaker link. Okay, all right. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Wait. Okay, say something now, Nana.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Welcome. How are you doing this evening?
I'm good. I just wanted to answer a question to someone who was asking. I don't know how to use the StreamYard. This is my first time, so I can't see the chat, but it was CC that asked the question.
CC29.
Yeah, she wanted to know why contacting your local authorities wasn't a viable option.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. It
Take your
it's a
time.
double-edged sword, okay? Contacting your local authorities is something that you need to do in order to keep a paper trail on what is happening to you. But and I'm not going to mention that person's name because everybody and their mama already know who I'm talking about. But
Mm-hmm.
when you're getting death threats and bullied and everything that happened to me, there's so many more things that happened to me during these 3 years that I have not even shared yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's number one. So there's so many things that happen. I have, and I don't care who knows this, she needs to know this. I have 3 different police reports that I filed in my state and her state.
Mm-hmm.
when people are being cyberbullying to your local police department is not a real thing. It's not a real issue. And then when you are an adult, they look at you like, what the hell is wrong with you? They look at you like you're reporting something that's petty.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm reporting is not petty, because I'm reporting somebody who has incited 2 death threats now against me. And I called the police, and the police wanted to tell me that, oh yeah, you reported it. The only thing we can do is give you paperwork to say that you reported it so that you can have that when you go to your lawyer. So calling your local authorities, I didn't mean like 100% not a viable option,
Mm-hmm.
but as far as getting immediate help, it is
Mm-hmm.
not a viable option because they're not going to do anything. And then also, if you're being bullied, I live in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Say if your bully lived in Illinois, I'm in Texas. My bully's in Illinois. I call the Illinois Police Department. The Illinois Police Department is going to tell me, look, Nana's diary, I understand what you're trying to tell us, but we can't do anything for you because you are the victim. You have to report that to your local authorities. And then when you call your local authorities, they come, like I said, and look at you like, this is something petty that's going on. They don't research it because you're not a child. Adult cyberbullying is not something that is on the radar of the police. Now, if I had have been a child, I think they would have done a little bit more.
So Nana, let me ask you this. I hear what you're saying, but have you tried to go even higher than just the police authorities? Have you tried to go to like um, the sheriff?
I
Someone
know
that's
because I
even.
haven't because I have not done a lot of talking during this because I was quiet while I was
Mm-hmm.
being bullied.
Mm-hmm.
Being quiet doesn't mean I was sitting back just not
Mm-hmm.
doing anything. I've
Mm-hmm.
reached out to organizations. I've
Mm-hmm.
reached out to, and that's another thing. People on YouTube, they are about their channels. They are about growing their
Um,
channels.
Wait, Nana,
E-
let me stop you just 1 second, please, and forgive me for this, but let me just stop you just 1 second. Junebug, you said, and she said in one of her lives, she has the money to keep going. She has youth to keep going, so Nana should just give up. June, let me just tell you this: we're not here to discourage anyone. We're not here to encourage or incite Nana to do anything that she's not willing to do, but make this stop. Giving up is not an option.
And then what am I giving up, Junebug? What am I
But,
giving up because I'm not doing anything? So what am I giving up?
mhm, mhm. But we're not going to. We're not just gonna. Nana, Nana isn't the give up. June would be a great thing to do. We can also have you, if you would like, since when you say give up, you can ask Tosh to stop. You can ask her to stop.
I don't really think I've seen Junebug in other comments, and I don't think that
Oh
person
no 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 no. Okay, I got you, June. I got you. Oh,
I
I
don't
got
think
you.
that
I got you.
person meant that in a bad way, but I'm
I
just
got
saying I'm
you. I thought
I'm
you
not
were
doing
saying.
anything to give up.
Right. I thought she was saying for you to give up. June, I'm reading comments, so I appreciate that. And the mods is also letting me know that. But when I read that, I wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page and that I am, letting them read these comments, but also get the right context as I'm reading them. So I do apologize, Nana and Junebug. I do apologize as well. I just want to make sure that we are clear. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Nana.
Well, I don't even know what I was saying. I just know that I your authorities, they're a viable option only for paper trail. I think you were asking me was something, did I do anything else? And I was saying that I wasn't sitting back doing nothing. Not only did I file 3 different police reports, I also reported this person to the FBI 3 times. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a website, it's www.ic3.org. You can enter an FBI cyber crimes report. So I did that also. But then you also got to understand that that's only for a paper trail too, because just because I put those into that FBI website, I wasn't expecting the FBI to jump out the bushes and send a SWAT team to that person's house. I'm doing everything for paper trail because at the end of the day, I was being bullied and cyber threatened and death threatened. I did that because now I ain't gonna let something happen to me. If somebody come up on me, I got protection. But you can't always protect yourself if somebody crazy and somebody got a bigger gun than you. You know, if I was going to lose my life, at least somebody was going to know who did it because I kept
Right.
a paper trail.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's why I was doing those things.
And as you should. And I applaud you for being and doing the things that you have done.
And
And
also,
me. Mhm.
I'm sorry. Let me
Go
let you know
ahead.
also. Let me let them know also. And if I can't see the comments, so if anybody's in the comments talking about, well, why didn't you report this to YouTube? Why didn't you report that to YouTube? I did. YouTube does not do anything for small creators. Everybody who is a small creator knows this. If you don't have 100K or more subscribers, a YouTube manager. And I was doxxed for 20 hours on 4 different live streams. At this moment of this live stream right now, that person has a thumbnail up that I am continually to be doxxed in that thumbnail on a daily basis, 24/7. And I put in privacy complaints to YouTube, but I'll get those privacy complaints back with YouTube telling me that they don't see anything wrong with me being doxxed. So
Oh,
YouTube is no
wow.
help either. YouTube is no help either. So no matter what you're
Well,
doing, you're trying to do so many things and trying to help yourself, but
mhm.
as an adult being cyberbullied to nothing but a lot of brick walls. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that did help. The one thing that is helping for right now, I don't know if that person is going to in the next day or tomorrow flip her script and start talking again. But as for right now, everybody's standing up and speaking up and not supporting that bullcrap is helping.
Mhm.
That's helping for right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It just makes my wheels spin because although all of this is going on, it has been going on and on and on. I'm still at the point of what do we do to make it stop? Why can't it just stop? Just
there's
like.
nothing that there's nothing that we can do to make it stop. And I know that you're coming from anybody who says something like that, Lucy, they're coming from a good place and they're coming from a good heart when they
Mhm.
say, why can't we just make it stop? But we can't do anything because it's up to that person to stop.
Mhm.
It's up to that person to stop.
And that's why I said when I came on that this forum was open to everyone. Everyone that has been involved in any way, it's open. I wasn't going to give out my number for people to call. And I don't know how the Google thing work. I just didn't invest enough time to just do that. But to come on and speak your piece, or to come on and speak where you come from. But we were not going to, let's start from the beginning. We're not going to be here 5 hours. I'm saying
Right,
that if somebody
exactly.
want to come on and do a fight, no, we're not. You know, let's get to the points of it, and what's triggering this, and why do you continue? I just want to open up the forum for everyone
Right,
to speak on it
right.
from where you stand, and that's okay. You know,
Yeah.
but
And
I.
even though I told my story, I'm fine with telling my story, but I really just wish that the people of YouTube and these supporters would understand, if you don't support the mess, the bully has nobody to impress. Okay?
Mhm,
If you
mhm,
don't support the mess, the bully has nobody to impress.
mhm, mhm, mhm. But People are going to watch what they're going to watch. They're going to be engaged in what they want to be engaged with. But what we can do is do what we have to do to encourage, you know, the stop. We don't have to incite negativity. We don't have to wish ill on, which we're not. But I'm just saying, like Unspoken said, she's the only one that can stop it. So it's in her hands.
Right.
It's in her hands.
Right. And I think earlier when you were talking about the comment, it was before I came on, and it was Tommy Bites TV, I think, that I was responding to. And I just want her to hear my voice and let her understand that um that's the reason why I was like, I'm not gonna get in here. But then I changed my mind because Cece asked that question. But I'm not mad at anyone. It's just that I've been attacked for 3 years on YouTube, and people they want to tell me, well, why are you still here? I can be here. This is where I want to be. I should be able to be here and not be attacked and not be bullied and not be death threatened. I have a right to be here.
Hmm.
So when people ask questions, I might kind of feel attacked by the question, but I don't mean any harm in my answer. I just
Yeah.
feel attacked because that's what I've been getting for 3 years. And I've
Hmm.
been attacked with people like you and the A Lucy's that used to be in Tosh Time, her lives and stuff. I'm not, these are people that I thought were against me because of where they were.
I didn't even know this stuff.
I know, I
I
know.
had no clue. Official D said, "What would you like to see as a punishment from YouTube for TT?"
And the funny thing about it is, I don't want. I almost said her name. I do not want TT to get any punishment. I just want TT to stop and leave me and everybody else alone. I want you to run your channel like you were running it when I first came across your channel in 2017, where you were positive and giving tips of the day and being that sweet person that everybody thought you was. I don't want her to get any punishment. But if she continues to do what she was doing before, then I have no choice but to say, yes, I would love to see her channel shut down because she doesn't know how to leave people alone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you for that, Nana. And I appreciate you for coming on. I know how you feel about getting on lives. I know how you feel about being in the comments and in the chats. That's not fair either. You should be able to roam the YouTube streets freely with your hair blowing in the wind with a smile on your face, skipping to the beat and stopping at wherever house you want to, however you want to do it. But I know you don't, because you don't want to bring that attention that has been going on with it, and, it being the narrative being changed or what have you. But listen, I appreciate you for coming on, trusting the fact that it's okay to be here. We have your back. We're here to support you. We have to figure it out. I don't know. I don't have the answers, but I'm just doing, like I said, I'm doing what's placed on my heart to speak about these. Honestly, people can feel the way that they want to feel. They want to hear about it. They don't want to hear about it. But until it affects you, or until it affects someone that you love that is going through these, at that point, you're going to also want that same support. You're going to also want people to rally with you. You're going to want people to, you know, help you in any way that they can, be a voice and not go silent and turn their head and walk away and close their door and say, that doesn't bother me. It's not my problem. So I want
Right.
to let you know that Unspoken is on here as well. I've been saying, I said hey to Unspoken Purpose 4 or 5 times. I want to make sure I say it out of my mouth and not in my mind. She has some great content, everyone. If you would please go and check her out, I'd appreciate that. Now, I
I didn't
know,
know she was I didn't know she was on here. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say and I'm gonna get off. I just
okay,
want to
you're
tell
fine.
her, I just want to tell Unspoken, if she's still here, how much I appreciate her. And I know somebody might take that and spin it some kind of way. I don't have anything to do with the comments that are in Unspoken's comment section. I can't control what people are saying and what they are feeling. All I know is that my comments on Unspoken's channels is not in a bullying way, I'm allowed to speak there. I can be anywhere that I want to be. And she took this initiative on, and I appreciate her for that. And I'm not saying I appreciate her because people think she's bullying the bully, because I don't believe that she is bullying the bully. I believe she's trying to tackle a hard subject, and she's doing a good job doing it. And I don't care who knows that I said that.
Mm-hmm. Well, you said what you said, and you have the right to say and feel the way that you feel. So I'm glad that you did come on. Is there anything else you wanted to talk to? Talk to anything else you wanted to say or address? And I hope this, relieve something off of your mind, something off of your heart, just even if it's just a little bit. All these people in this chat are here to support you, are here to support each and every one that has been dealing with the things that have been going on. And you're not left by the wayside. You have not been forgotten.
Right. And
You
I
know,
don't feel that way. I don't feel that way anymore. I did feel that way for a long time, but un- and I'm not saying that before there wasn't unspoken, there were people behind the scenes that were talking to me that could see what was going on. And it's different when it's behind the scenes, but it's not out there. And the people who are dragging you or thinking that you are thinking that this person is telling the truth about how you are, they're believing it because they can't see through the manipulation. So once unspoken came about, and so many people came out of the woodwork and was seeing the same thing I was seeing, and was saying what was happening to me before I even had to say it out of my own mouth. That was amazing.
hmm
That was amazing. So that right there just made me feel a lot better. And somebody, I think it was Coco T, just said something about that olive branch that was extended.
hmm
And I'm just going to be truthful because that's the only way that I know how to be.
yeah.
I don't want no olive branch. I
hmm
don't want the olive branch. It's been 3 years, and please trust and believe that girl does not mean that.
hmm
Because if you was gonna extend the olive branch to me now, why would you wait 3 years of terrorizing and bullying and death threats? 3 years of that. If there was an olive branch and you were that mature to extend one, you would have extended one in 2017 before you started this whole tirade that has lasted almost 3 years. See, now it's time for me to get off because now I'm getting upset. I'll
Okay.
talk to y'all later.
You have a great night. Thank you for joining. Okay. Um, so as we can tell, this is really yeah, it's really deep and it's unfortunate. Young Black Creative, how are you doing? Welcome. This is not a growth stream. We are here to address and discuss a situation. So if you would please refrain from growing at this time, please. You are welcome to stay here. You are welcome to chat amongst others, but we're going to stay focused on what's going on with the host and the guests that come on the panel. Thank you so much, Young Black Creative. Um, as we can tell, this is really still fresh on Nana, and she's still dealing with this in a way that we cannot imagine. Um, I wish her the best, and I'm hoping for some closure sooner than later. I don't know what it's going to take for TT to leave it be. I don't know what it's going to take for TT to stop it. But I do believe that it can happen. I do believe that it will happen as well. The Kiddo Girls Dispensatories is going to have to take us small country creators a stand up first. And when they see we are serious, the bigger country creators will catch on. I believe we can reach a multitude of people. I believe that as well, Kiddo. You are so right. I do believe that. Good night. This is ridiculous. Miss Star. Yeah. It's gonna some change is gonna come, when things happen like this, you have to go through a lot of different things in order to get a change, in order to get a, different result. You know, you have to do some different things. You have to shake some things up, and you have to let people know that, hey, we are aware of this. This is happening, but this must stop. We just have to, and we have to stand firm on it. You can't waver. You can't allow someone to come in and change it up on you. You can't allow someone to come in and, you know, you have to stand firm. You can't allow them to feel like they have anything to offer you to make you hush. You have to stand firm and let them know that you're serious. This is about making this stop. This is about business, the business that you've put it out there to be. I'm thankful for each and every one of you for joining Junebug, and everyone, please not forget, Nana is not the only one. She has done this too, but she is the only one that will speak out, and I understand why some other YouTubers won't speak out. I understand, and I appreciate it, and I respect it of those that do not want to speak out. Hey, cool to the fullest, how are you doing? Welcome. I'm so glad that Nana called in, because the story touches people every time they hear it. If you are just in TT's live and didn't know, you think Nana is a bad person, keep telling your story. And that's why I always like to, get both sides, hear both sides. Because if you just go off of one person's, like you said, basically is exactly what you said. Nana, don't you apologize. You have been dealing with it. We are not in your shoes, so you are entitled to feel. That's right. That is so right. I agree. Tommy Bites is all unfortunate because she has been so hurt by others. She thinks that everyone is attacking, but I'm just trying to understand it all. I have to pray the strength, understand it for it all. Yes, you do, Tommy. You do. Miss Star, Nana, sorry, we are praying for you. God is watching, Nana. He got you and others in his care. Just the process, Nana, and others. That's right. Stand strong and speak out. That's right, Star. Thank y'all. You're welcome, Nana. I know I'm on my platform as who I am. It is what it is. However God worked this thing out, I believe that it'll just be. I'm going to get back to doing things that I usually do on my channel. But like I said before, if I have to speak out on something that is happening, I just will. I'm not going to ignore it. I'm not going to, say it's not bothering me, so it doesn't matter. But I don't mind speaking out from it, and I'm not going to waver. I'm not going to waver. We support all the individuals that have been affected by this. And to TT, whatever it is that, I know you probably won't watch this. I know you it's an hour and 31 minutes. I know you're not going to get down to the end, to this part, but just in case you happen to scan through, whatever it is and whatever it may be that you have going on, they have you so at this, like you have been. I have friends and people, sisters and cousins. I have people that I can go to and talk to, and that'll understand me and not judge me. Find someone that you can just kind of like talk to about this thing and kind of get their perspective with it, and get some kind of guidance with it. And just see, just get their perspective with it. Someone that's close to you. Let them get both sides of the story, and someone that is going to be honest with you. That person that you say, I may not like what they're telling me, but I got to respect what they're saying because I know they're going to lead me in the right direction. TT, try that. Try that. And I would love to just know where you stand after that. Kiddo said, thanks. Okay, if anyone else would like to come on, now Desire, you deserve your peace. Yes, she does. Thank you, Lucy, for your strength and encouraging words. Thank you for speaking out as well about your situation. The truth and love will win. Oh, it always does. Thank you, Joan. We are with you, Nana. Thank you, Sylvia. She'll get the link if she doesn't already have. Lisa, speak your mind. I don't blame you. You and anyone have the right to tell their own truth because it's not your life story. And you have to get these things out. You have to get these things out. But let me tell you something. Even with the little bit I was dealing with, and I keep saying a little bit because from the stories I have gotten, people that have sent me, I won't repeat those. I'm like, one of them took me to the point that I try not to curse, but I was like, what the listen, it had me because I was like going through watching things that was happening. I could see things that was being said, and I could see how she was twisting things, and I could see how she was wording things. I could see how she was kind of like, and I was just like, okay, all right, I got street sense, all right. So you trying to, okay. But at the same time, I was like, but still, she seemed like a nice person, but why would she be doing this? Why is this happening? And I didn't get those answers to it. And even at that, it's like, inbox me. You got my contact, inbox me. We want to inbox them when you put that stuff up out on the screen. I don't want to keep going on about that. But to anyone that would like to come on, please feel free to come on. If not, I'll go ahead and end this in about a minute or two. Thank you to each and every one that joined on tonight, that stopped by, took time out of your day. I appreciate it so very much for each and every one of you rallying with Nana, with everyone that has been affected in any way. Like I said, I don't care how big or small it has been, indirect or direct, if it, has not affected you anymore, that's a good thing. That's an amazing thing. But some people are still dealing with it. And we also want to get them some peace, get them some closure as well. Kimmy Rose, Lucy, thank you for opening your platform for this dialogue and sharing your hostess and the words of wisdom. God bless you and your family. Thank you, Kimmy Rose. I'm about to get off of here. My husband got up off that bed 2 times. I told him all I needed was 1 hour. But yeah, I appreciate the fact that, I had to, like I said, give myself some time to address it in a way that I knew I would be using the right judgment and not just going 100% emotion. But I have, I say the right things and not just, I don't want to. Jazz said, no, thank you, Lucy, for being strong as you have been and standing up in the way. Oh, thank you, Jazz. Thank you. Y'all strong. Y'all be giving me strength. Y'all giving me so much strength, and I appreciate all of y'all. Well, it sounds that reports from the authorities will not stop her, so encourage her family and friends to get her evaluated. CC29. Yeah, that's sad, but true. Blake brought a check. If that's okay, let her watch because she needs to understand that her bullying needs to stop. And it needs to stop. That's all I can say. It just needs to stop. That's it. I mean, is there an award at the end? Is there a goal? What's the agenda? What's the agenda? The time and the energy. What's the agenda? They saying going to court or not going to court or what have you. Okay, going to court, leaving court, what's the end result? Get me there. Get me there, TT. What's the end result? Make it stop. I may put you back on bell notification. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But just make it stop. I don't think that's too much to ask for. Miss Star, thank you. Bullies are small, heroes stand tall. Woo woo. I like that. I like that, Miss Star. Miss Star, it's time to get your night motivation. Yes, she said, okay. Hey, MZ504 for life. How you doing? Welcome. I'm not about to be on here long. I'm about to go to bed. Good night, all, and blessings to everyone. Good night, Kimmy. Sissy29 saying, hey. Lucy, she really should be ashamed of herself. Lady Diamond, yes, I agree. Some of the things a lot of things that have been said on that live, it's been very distasteful. towards Nana and several people and as myself, but I just think that it should stop. And the videos that have been put up there about people defaming their character, they should be removed as well. Thank you, Rolla, saying hi. Okay, well, thank you to the 36 that are watching. I appreciate it so much. Good night, June. Thanks for joining. Good night, host. Good night, Star. Good night, Miss Star, everyone. There's so many stars. Star. Good night. I'll definitely. Okay, that's fine. Good night, everyone. Thank y'all for taking the time out to join. I just wanted to come on. I know y'all had seen this live on yesterday, but I changed it because I was out with my girls having some lunch. So I brought it for tonight. What I just did. All right, so it's out there as far as, this has to stop. Stop the bullying in all forms, fashion, or way. If anybody is on here and you may be doing something and you probably don't see it as bullying, you probably don't see it as you're doing anything wrong. If people are telling you that, guess what? If it's more than one person, if it's a group of people, if it's a lot of people, I think you probably should take notice to it and believe that something's not clicking and believe that it's not right. It's not okay. The Positive Mukbanger, looking forward to connecting so we can push this movement. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. I think you know how to contact me. You have my IG. Good night, love you all. Thank you, Nana. Good night. Sending you peace and love and blessings. Get you some rest. Get you some rest tonight. You got a team of people that are rallying with you. Okay. All right. Good night, everyone. Love you. Care about you. There's nothing you can do about it. See you guys next time. Sincerely, A. Lucy. Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night, Miss Star. Good night, Unspoken. You're welcome. You're so very welcome. Okay, babe, you can open the door now. I know you was like, how long are you going to be on there? Thanks for your patience, babe. Good night, Inq's World. Good night, Sylvia Johnson. Good night, It's a Jazz Movement. Good night, Black Bride of Chucky. Good night.